What's up, you guys? It's Steve here with some big breaking news, and I gotta admit, I did not see this one coming, as we have word that the Senate, as you know, they were expecting to work through the weekend to get the first portion of the infrastructure bill done. Well, they're saying they could have it done as early as today. That's right. Now, this is news just coming out right now, as they're saying they might have the first portion of the infrastructure bill done by this evening. Now, take a look. Some articles are starting to roll out left and right. U.S. senators seek to wrap up infrastructure bill. Now, this came out 13 minutes ago. The title doesn't share it, but they're saying today. Here's another one. Just came out. Senate in talks to quickly pass infrastructure bill. And here's another one that has it in the title. Bipartisan $550 billion infrastructure bill nears critical Senate vote. A final vote could happen as early as Thursday, today, and Republicans privately signaling that they are likely to help advance the deal. So you guys, this could be done, they're saying, as early as this evening. This is the first portion of the bipartisan infrastructure deal. And as we mentioned, they thought they were going to go through the weekend with this, but now they're saying it could be done right now, which means that then they will turn their attention towards the second portion, which is $3.5 trillion in human infrastructure, or the next stimulus package. So you guys, I'm going to dive into these articles, get you caught up on the latest as to what we're hearing as of right now, August 5th, 2021, regarding infrastructure and stimulus. But before we do, if you could do me a quick favor, just takes a second. Don't forget to just smash that like button if you like and appreciate these updates, keeping you up to date on all this stuff. And also, if this is your first time here, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and come join the Ram Fam, the viewing community, and I'll keep you up to date on everything that's unfolding with stimulus, Congress, the economy, unemployment, anything having to do with money. That's what I like to talk about here. And also, don't forget to join me on Instagram at SteveRam3. That is by far the best way to get a hold of me. If you got any specific questions you want me to answer, shoot me a DM on Instagram. But with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in so I can get you caught up on the latest as to what we're hearing just breaking right now of Congress potentially passing the first portion of the infrastructure bill today, and then focusing on more stimulus. Alright, you guys, so as always, link in the description below so you can check out this article for yourself and see that I'm not just making up random stuff, and this just came out less than an hour ago from the time of this recording. Now, this article says that the Senate is racing to finish work on its bipartisan infrastructure bill, with some members of both parties pushing for a final vote as soon as Thursday evening, and yes, that's right now, today. And it says completing the $550 billion package of spending on roads, broadband, and other physical infrastructure would require a complex agreement between party leaders, but would speed up consideration of one of President Joe Biden's top priorities. Now, a Republican senator familiar with the efforts to expedite things said the goal would be to finish the infrastructure bill Thursday and immediately launch into a budget debate on Saturday. But it was apparent that after a private conference lunch, that several GOP senators, including Johnny Ernest of Iowa, are still asking for amendments, according to Republicans. So you guys, they've had over 300 amendments, and there's still some GOP members that are asking for even more. Now, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell said, "We still have amendments that need to be processed. Once they are, then we'll be able to wind things down." Now, several conservative senators have signed off on wrapping up as soon as possible, including Ron Paul, Mike Braun, and Mike Lee. Paul said that the bill's finances are questionable and he won't support it, but I'm fine to finish whenever people get tired of whatever we're doing right now, he said. So at this point, he's saying, you know what, let's just get it done. It's also possible that Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer moves to shut off debate on the bipartisan infrastructure bill as soon as Thursday afternoon today. So we might even see this enforced by Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer shutting things off, saying we're done, so that way they have to vote and have it all completed by this Saturday. It says, which would set up a crucial vote this weekend on the deal, as we just mentioned. Speeding things up would require an agreement from all 100 senators, and many Republicans want to see a Congressional Budget Office analysis of the infrastructure bill's financing. That's expected on Thursday today as well. GOP leaders huddled on Thursday afternoon to discuss the matter, and Lee, the steering committee chair, is involved in the discussions. Everybody understands that right behind this is going to be the budget, and I don't think that anybody is looking to extend this out any longer than necessary, said Senator John Cornyn, who also attended this meeting in McConnell's office. Now, failing that agreement, Schumer may put things in motion Thursday after the Senate considers more amendments to the bill, though no final decision has been made. That would set up a Saturday vote to overcome a filibuster when the bill would need the support of at least 10 GOP senators. So you guys, they're saying they could have this all wrapped up today. We could be done and then have it ready for a vote on Saturday. And then we would see attention turned to that $3.5 trillion stimulus package. Now, reading on, the article says that once the bill beats a filibuster, it will be on a glide path to passage. Now, immediately after that, the Senate will turn to consider the Democratic budget that will set up a potential future passage of a spending bill as large as $3.5 trillion. Now, Senate leaders are discussing the particulars of how they can wrap up both issues, but allow rank-and-file members sufficient time to debate and consider them. Now, Schumer did not indicate his intent to immediately wrap up the infrastructure bill during Thursday morning's floor remarks, but he defended his stewardship of the process and boasted that under his control, the chamber has considered more amendments so far than during the GOP-run years in 2019 and 2020 combined. He also signaled that he wants to finish the bill as soon as he can, and we've heard him say that he is willing to keep Senate in session through the recess as long as necessary. But one way or another, he said they're going to get this done. Now, reading on, it says today we will consider even more amendments, and then hopefully we can bring this bill to a close very shortly. Our goal is to pass both a bipartisan infrastructure bill and a budget resolution during this work period, and we will stay here till we get both done. Now, as of this morning, Thursday morning, the chamber had considered 22 amendments out of 250. I think it was like 300 amendments, the majority of them from the GOP. Republicans are privately signaling that they are likely to put up the votes to advance the bill, provided Thursday's amendment consideration goes smoothly. So they said they're willing to go ahead and vote to pass this through as long as they don't rush their amendment process. They want to take all of these into consideration. I literally don't know what will happen. I know what we're aspiring to do, but there's no agreement yet, said Senate Majority Whip Dick Durbin. This general notion is the sooner the better that we can move to the budget resolution. Now, Democrats plan to move the infrastructure bill toward a final vote as soon as the bill's GOP supporters are satisfied with the opportunity to offer amendments. Thus far, 18 GOP senators, including McConnell, have signaled support for the infrastructure bill on key procedural votes. But McConnell warned Schumer earlier this week not to cut off the amendment consideration, urging Schumer to go slow and steady. But the consideration of the long-awaited infrastructure bill may be coming to a natural close, with many Republicans expected to attend the Friday funeral of former Senator Mike Enzi in Wyoming and then fly back for Saturday work. So what we're hearing is Democrats need 10 votes from Republicans. Republicans are saying they're on board just so long as they don't rush the process. They want to go through all these amendments and considerations of what might be included in this bill, because we're hearing that this would be a historic infrastructure bill, and they all want to make sure that it is done right. Now, as I mentioned, you guys, once this is completed, they're going to be turning their attention towards that $3.5 trillion stimulus package. That's the one that's going to be providing human infrastructure. It's going to be providing provisions to people known as the anti-poverty plan. Now, if we're going to be seeing a stimulus check, it could likely be included in that portion. Now, at this current time, there is not a stimulus check provision included in that bill, but we will see if it gets slipped in the last moments, as we have seen in previous ones. With the second stimulus check, that's exactly what happened. Just a couple days before the bill passed into law, it got added in the last moments. But you guys, I'll be sure to keep you up to date, and we will see, because also we're getting news that the Delta variant is spreading at a rapid pace, unlike what we've seen before, and it's the summertime, and people are concerned what's going to be happening during the winter. So if we have to increase restrictions and regulations and more mandates, more lockdowns, hopefully not, but if that's the case, we will definitely need more stimulus provisions to help us through this pandemic. And you guys, whatever unfolds, I'll be sure to keep you up to date here on the channel. And with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you appreciate this update. And if you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget to take a second to just smash that like button. I would appreciate it. It helps me out a ton. Also, leave your comments down below. I love hearing your thoughts, and share this out if you think it's going to help out other people. Now, in addition to that, as I mentioned, if this is your first time here, don't forget, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and I'll keep you up to date. You can join the Ram fam. And if you got any specific questions for me, be sure to shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. And also, you guys, thank you so much. I'll catch you in the next video. Remember, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday, guaranteed uploads, and also random uploads throughout the day as news breaks. But with that being said, you guys, hope this reaches you well. Catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.